Good morning, students. This is Prajapati. Welcome back to our virtual class. Chapter number 15 Kinds of Sentences Based on Meanings. We have to start. It's a new chapter, but very easy. So let us begin with this tune up exercise. See, is this how you shuffle a pack of cards? Consider the sentence. What we have to do, punctuate the sentences given below correctly. Means the punctuation is incorrect and we have to make it correct. See, so is this how you shuffle a pack of cards? Exclamatory marks is given here, but do you think it's an exclamatory sentence? No. Helping verb is at the beginning in the tense part we have seen. So this will be the question. So we have to put question mark at the end. I cannot make it to the meeting in the morning. Question mark is given here, but not it's not a question. It's the simple statement. So only full stop is needed here. I felt like I was on the top of the world. This is the sudden emotion actually. So full stop instead we have to make exclamatory sentence here. And can you please shut the door on your way out? That is question. So instead of this full stop we have to place question mark here, right? So you see that how as per the meaning actually we are putting proper punctuation marks over there. So this is how that as per the meaning we have different kind of sentences. So we'll see next. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. The word in a sentence are written in a meaningful order. So it's a definition of sentence you have seen so many times. Yes, definitely a group of words, but it must have a meaning actually. It should be a meaning. There should be a proper meaning of that group of word, then it would be called a sentence, right? These things are necessary for a sentence begins with a capital letter. Listen, very important, we do many time this kind of mistake. Whenever a new sentence is starting, it should begin with the capital letter. The first letter should be capital, ends with a punctuation marks. Yes, it is necessary, maybe full stop there, exclamatory marks and the question mark, how we have seen this tune up exercise just now. One more exercise we have to do. Listen, tick the meaningful sentences and correct the others. We have to actually tick the correct one, and incorrect we have to correct them. She lent eraser her to classmate. So it seems wrong actually. She lent her eraser to classmate, right? She lent her eraser to classmate. Okay. And ants colonies makes ants make colonies. Yes. And there is a big discount sale in the next street. This is correct. And have met you, Mr. David. So have you met Mr. David? It will be. And her pet dog is ill. It is correct. And they are going to the market. They are going to the market for shopping. This is the this will be the correct one. So you can see that if the order is disturbed, we can't get the proper meaning and we can't say it a sentence. Okay. Now, a sentence, parts of sentence. Listen, parts of sentence. What, like a particular sentence. We can divide a sentence into different part actually, and there are two parts. Okay. Every complete sentence contains two parts, one subject and one predicate. The subject is what or whom we talk in a sentence, right? And a sentence is about, while the predicate tells something about the subject. Main thing about which we talk in a sentence, that is called subject, and whatever we talk about subject, that is called predicate. Listen, the predicate can be made up of only a verb, like she slept. Simple sentence we have, she slept. So this is the subject about whom we are talking, and what we are talking, that slept. This is called predicate, right? Understood? Let's have more examples. The predicate may have an object. Listen, an object is in a sentence is the person or thing affected by the action described by the verb. He played in the garden. So here from this part, from verb, and here along with this object in the garden, the entire part can be called predicate. This is subject and this is predicate. In predicate we have verb and the the extra object or the extra words or prepositional object also, we can say this, right? So, and types of predicates. Now first of all, subject and predicate, how to identify, very simple. In the meaning we have seen that yes, about whom we talk subject and what we talk, that is predicate. But here I give you one clue that from verb actually, from the verb part, whatever the next part, from starting from verb and the next part, this the entire part can be called predicate, and this part is verb, sorry, subject. That means before verb, like here, this way, here will be subject, and here after verb, this part will be predicate. Okay. Now, types of predicate we have. Predicates are of two types. First is simple predicate. The predicate can be a single word, Swati left, or it can be a keyword or and some additional words around it. Listen, it can be a single word or it can be additional, having some additional words also. Like Swati left. This is also left, only the one word and one verb we have. So this is predicate. So Swati is the subject and left is the predicate, right? And here Swati left the house. So again, Swati is the subject and left the house is the predicate. So keyword is left here. Keyword, the verb is left here, right? So the keyword is called simple predicate. The keyword is called a simple predicate. In the above example, the predicate is built around the verb left. The other words around the house simply describe the verb left. Hence, left is the keyword. That means, rest of the other words which are adjoining here, you can see that Swati left the house. So the house, they are actually connected with left, with single verb actually. And in another word, if I say that one action at a time is happening here, only one action, that means this is simple predicate. One action is going on. Many people listen, found this book helpful, and the cat is asleep, right? The cat is asleep. Many people found, listen. So this part is predicate, this part is predicate. And if I, ask you, then in this predicate part, how many verbs are there? Only one, found, and here only is auxiliary. So that means one verb, only single verb, we can say it's simple predicate. Okay, so this is simple predicate. Okay, compound predicate we'll see into our next class. So for today's homework, the exercise, these 6 questions, how we solved all of them, you have to do in your homework. Okay, and the very first tune up exercise also, you have to do these 4 questions, right? So that's all for the students. I hope you understood the concept of the day very well. Thank you so much. Bye bye.